guys, so as defined, we know that lesson plan will serve as the blueprint of every teacher when she enters the classroom. No one can deny that it pays to be prepared every time a teacher gets inside the classroom with a lesson plan in mind. What are the activities prepared for the different kinds of learners that she has? And what are the questions that would complete the discussion? And whom to ask these questions? You know that we have to know the different kinds of learners we have, and then we have to show them that they are given the opportunity every time we have our session with them.
Nowadays, we have different kinds or variations of lesson plan format, and sometimes there are very short lesson plans. However, for pre-service education students, we require you to at least be able to try preparing these different frameworks of lesson planning or types of lesson plan. Why? Because whatever arrangements or adjustments that will be made in lesson planning, or whatever parts of lesson plans may be rearranged according to the new introduced format, it will not be difficult for a teacher to execute the lesson because she knows or he knows the principles behind. And so basically, we have here the traditional parts of lesson plan. So the different types of lesson plan, we have the detailed lesson plan, the semi-detailed lesson plan, and the brief lesson plan. So when you say detailed lesson plan, all activities are included as if you are making a script. Even the questions asked, whom to ask questions, and all the details of possible answers may be found in the detailed lesson plan. For the semi-detailed lesson plan, minus all the scripts of the dialogues, you just have to write there the directions and the sample activities, and the brief lesson plan will be indicating only the activities and a brief direction just to show the structure flow of your plan. Now, for the traditional parts, we have there the objective, subject matter, learning activities. Under learning activities, it's divided into two. We have the TA and the SA. When you say TA, it's the teacher activity. SA, students activities. Under these learning activities, we have letter A, daily routine, which is composed of prayer, greetings, checking of attendance, and checking of assignment. And then we have the review. Part B will be the motivation or the springboard to learning, how you will keep your students be interested from the start until the end. And then we have the lesson proper, and then we have the generalization, and then application, part 4, evaluation and assignments. So basically, these are the components of a traditional lesson plan. Now, for the different parts of lesson plan, we have also the components for each part. How are you going to state the different parts in your lesson plan? Let's start with the objective. So when you say objective, these are your goals. It should be stated in SMART statement. When you say SMART statements, this will be specific for S, M for measurable, A for attainable, R for result-oriented, and T for time-bounded. And usually you get this from your curriculum guide. There is also basis of the terms. You can find it in the Bloom's taxonomy, in which in the other videos we'll be discussing how to use the Bloom's taxonomy. Now, if you notice, we have there the red mark, red objective, and then we have also the evaluation there. Why? Because whatever you wrote in the objective, it should be reflected on the evaluation activities. So the activities in the evaluation should show the mastery either on the paper and pencil test that could be attainable. There should be a result at the end of the period that will manifest that you successfully attained your objective. So there should be alignment between the objective and the evaluation. And then you have there the subject matter, which is composed of the topics, the references, and the materials that you also use in your delivery of instruction. So the learning activities, either you have your deductive method or the inductive method. When you say deductive method, you start with the concept. You explain the concept, you provide example until our students will be able to provide their own as they analyze. When you say inductive method, you start from the example, let the students analyze those examples until they arrive at their own conclusion in which the whole concept will be coming from them. So that will be inductive method. Or there will be varied and appropriate approaches, strategies, and techniques how you will be able to deliver the lesson for that day. So for the evaluation, it is not recorded. It is not termed as a quiz because it is not a quiz. It is only a formative test that will justify if there is a mastery of the lesson presented for that specific period. And how are you going to compute the percentage of passers? Later on, we're going to discuss about it. Here it is. This is how you're going to identify or determine if you're going to reteach your lesson or you have to go to the next topic. For example, in your objective, you declared that at the end of the period, there should be 75% of the students who are expected to probably attain all the competencies for that day. So the example here, you have 40 students and you gave them 10-item formative test. So the passing score is 6 to 10. For example, for 10, only 3 got 10, only 2 got 9, 9 got 8, only 1 got 7, only 1 got 6. For the total of 16, you divide that into the number of students. That's 40 times 100%, and that will be 40%. Do you think you were able to attain the expected 75% of the students to pass for that day? Of course, not. Definitely, it is way low beyond the expected 75%. Now, you look at the example on the right side here. So, for example, you have there the 10, 11 students got it, and 5 got 9, 9 got 8 scores, 3 got 7 scores, and 5 got 6. For the total of 33 divided by 40 times 100%, that's 82.5, and it surpassed definitely the 75% expected of the students to pass. That means you have to go back to you have to go to your next lesson. Unlike the other one, if it is only 40%, you have to go back using different techniques, different strategies, or probably other approach that may be appropriate to your learners. Thank you for watching and learning with us. Hit like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell for more updates. Don't forget to share.